Hello, I'm Alec. I'm a consultant and I just want to hang out. So we got a fun bit today. Check out this hot take. Hot take. What is financial literacy? Okay, check out this summary. Financial literacy is the ability to understand and effectively use various financial skills, including personal financial management, budgeting, and investing. Okay, so we're doing this for a specific reason because the United States Treasurer was saying that the people need financial literacy, and we agree with him. So this is why we're laying down this track right now, because we're going to show you financial literacy from my Father's point of view. And remember, my Father is God, so I'm his servant and I'm just doing what I got to do. Okay, now check this out right here. What is the Treasury Department? Okay, so the Treasury Department is one of my creatures. It's one of my instruments. It's one of my tools, because I'm one of the people with all political power. So I'm going to show you the Treasury Department summary real quick, okay? Check this out. The Treasury Department is an executive agency responsible for promoting economic prosperity and ensuring the financial security of the United States. Okay, so whenever we see economic or economy, we see house, right? And we know that we have a duty and an obligation to oversee the house and to keep the house and to keep and dress the house, because that's what my Father created me to do. He created me to keep and dress the garden, and I love doing it. And the United States falls under my jurisdiction because that's one of my gardens. And just like the multiple states fall under my jurisdiction, because those are also my gardens too, okay? So check out Game On now. We're going to show you something real quick, okay? Words are indicators of the mind or thought. What does that mean? That means whatever comes out of your mouth, we know what you're saying and we know what you're doing, because your words show us how you move. So if you call yourself a hyphen man or a hyphen woman or a hyphen people, then we know who your master is, okay? So you can't hide anymore, because your words tell us everything about you, okay? Now, check out the word finance, okay? Finance is fine. Finance is revenue. Finance is income, okay? And whenever we see finance and fine, we see subtle. And whenever we see subtle, we see sneaky. And whenever we see sneaky, we see art. And whenever we see art, we see skill. So finance is a skill, right? So it's a skill that you can acquire once you learn how the words work, okay? Now check out revenue. Revenue is to come. Revenue is rents. Revenue is profits. Revenue is interest. Revenue is property. Revenue is belonging to an individual. Okay, so an individual could be a man, could be a woman, or it could be a corporation or a company, but that's what revenue is. Revenue is just another tool, okay? Now, check out manage, okay? And remember, man is in manage. Check this out. Manage is conduct. Manage is carry. Manage is direct. Manage is govern. Manage is control. Okay, so the people have all political power, which means the people control, the people direct, the people govern, the people carry, the people conduct our government, okay? And the Treasury Department falls under the jurisdiction of our government because it is an executive agency, and the executive agency falls under, excuse me, morning time, our jurisdiction and our control or our management, because it is a creature of the executive branch, and the executive falls under the people's jurisdiction too, because that is a creature of the people. Okay, so if you remember that bit right there, put those in your back pocket and never move from that position, okay? Because that's how you run this game. All right, we're done with that bit. Let's hop on the next slide. All right, check this out. We got trust, trustee, beneficiary. Okay, so I'm going to beat this one into the head until Father taps me out, but I'm showing you the script on how you need to get down in this realm. Okay, check this out. I manage God's property on earth. My treasures are in heaven. See evidence below. All right, I love this bit right here. Check out 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where the thieves break through and steal. 20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven. Repeat. Lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So I love that one because my treasure's in heaven because my king is in heaven too. Jesus is my king, and that's who I serve, right? So I'm cool. I'm not thirsty. I'm not hungry. I'm none of that, right? Because I know where my treasure is, right? And I know a lot of people have earthly treasures, and I mean, that's fine. That's fair. You get what you get, and that's why you get treated how you get treated, okay? Now I'm going to show you what treasure is. Treasure is anything collected for future use, okay? So I'm collecting for future use the time that I get to hang out with my Lord, my Savior, my King, my everything, Jesus, right? So when I get to go see God and when I get to go hang out up in heaven, that's where my treasure is. So I'm really not worried about what's going on in the earth right now, treasure wise. I have a duty and I have an obligation just to make sure that it's kept and dressed, okay? That's it. My mission is super easy. I'm a trustee, okay? I'm what you call a keeper. Now check out this bit right here. Trust, trustee, beneficiary. You see the pattern? Check this out. In the United States, I am free to acquire, possess, and protect my property. See evidence below. Now, check out this provision from the California Constitution. All people are by nature free. That means exempt. All people are by nature free and independent and have inalienable rights. That means they're God-given. You can't touch them. Among these are enjoying and defending life and liberty, acquiring, possessing, and protecting property, what some people will call revenue, and pursuing and obtaining safety, happiness, and privacy, okay? What does that mean? That means that the government can't touch my property that I set aside, right? So anything that I earn with my mind or with my hands, that's my property. It's private. That's my revenue, okay? That's not my treasury. That's not my United States treasurer's revenue. That's not my state treasurer's revenue. That's the people's revenue. That's my private property. So they better keep their hands out of my cookie jar, okay? They get what they get, and I give them what I wish to give them, but they don't get to dip their hands in my cookie jar. No, 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 not the sovereign. By God with love. That's how I get down. All right, so we're done with that bit. Let's hop on our next slide. Conclusion. Here's the conclusion. Trust God, store treasures in heaven, show the people how to move with simplicity, test, break, and build free people by God with love. Game over. Okay, so we're done. That's how we get down. Okay, so we just wanted to show you financial literacy. It's real easy once you understand the terms and the conditions. And we wanted to show you the Treasury Department because the Treasury Department is a cool instrument once you understand how to use it. Okay, because once you understand how to use your government, you're gonna be cool because government is a tool. Government is a trust entity, and once you understand how to use your trust entities, you're gonna be cool. Until then, you need to figure out how to govern and manage your trust instruments. All right, so if you want us to show you how to manage simple trust instruments, you should contact us. So our contact information is either going to be on the screen or in the description, or you can go to the profile. You can get it there, and you can give us a call, and you can say, hello, can you teach me financial literacy? And if you and I seem like we're going to be a good fit, then we'll hook you up, and then we'll get to work for you. Okay, my neighbor? Until then, I'll talk to you guys in the future. Remember, nobody's having more fun than us. Bye.